From Columbus, Ohio, this is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, what's up? It's Josh with the Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Today we have a special guest, Dave with RTS Carrier Services, RTS Financial. Have him on for the first time. I know you guys have seen past videos that I had with Johnny Brooks. I guess he's no longer with RTS, so Dave is going to be the lead point of contact going forward. They have a couple different gas cards, the Titan card, the Fleet One card. They offer load board, invoice factoring, and we'll get into that here in a moment. But I just want to give Dave a few minutes to introduce himself. So thanks for joining us today, Dave.
Yeah, hey, Josh. Thanks for having me. My name is Dave Geller. I'm with RTS down in our Dallas office. I'm a team sales lead down here. I'm taking over pretty much all the accounts that, Josh refers over, or anyone that's interested in our services based off of his pages that he has, the various ones. Just a little bit about RTS. It's actually Ryan Transportation Services. So started off at a brokerage in the 80s, and we do about 30 to 35,000 loads a month. So if you get signed up with any of our services, we get you access to our free load board for you guys, just for more access. Free of charge. Like I said, you don't got to pay the 50, 60, $100 that you're paying with, the DAT and ITS, stuff like that. I'm in the fuel card division, obviously, and we're growing rapidly. I started here about 3 years ago. We had about 60 reps. We're up to over 200 now. We're upgrading our products pretty much on a weekly basis. We have two different fuel card options. One of them is for, just Pilot Flying J, their locations, which is still about 1,000 locations. But it only limits you to that. You really can only do so much with it. Both of our cards do help build a business credit, but only if you're going to be using diesel. If you're going to be using unleaded, we can't, unfortunately, report to Dun and Bradstreet or Experian because we don't see any reporting on our aspect.
Right. I think I'll jump in there real quick if you don't mind there, Dave. When we had Johnny on last time, I guess there was a miscommunication that he maybe wasn't aware of, and a lot of people got signed up for that Titan no credit check card, which they still have available, and that's a good option for those that are just now starting off. But if you're just using it for gasoline, you could still get it, but it's kind of pointless because you're not getting any savings. And it is if I'm not mistaken, it's every Monday and Thursday they're going to be doing the draw. But even if you're in the transportation business and you want to get that card, that's fine. If I understand it correctly, Dave, that card can also get upgraded to longer extended terms after you build up a history with you guys and Pilot Flying J and their locations. Is that correct?
Yeah, for the Titan card, for the first 30 days, it's Monday, Thursday, as long as there's no, return payments or, insufficient funds, something like that. It'll automatically switch to that once a week. But the weekly terms are pretty much the highest we'll go. So as far as our relationship with either Pilot or WEX with our Fleet One card.
Okay. So what about the Fleet One card? That one is underwritten through WEX. That one, there's a lot more options. It's kind of like a WEX Edge card where you can use it for more than just fuel. But that one, if I'm not mistaken, you get longer terms with that one, right? It's like a net 14, or most of WEX cards, they can extend up to even net 30, at least from all the other WEX cards I know that it's out there.
Yeah, so WEX does offer a couple different options for that, but that would be strictly through WEX. And usually what I see when it's either 14 or 30-day pay terms, there's no discounts included just because the pay terms are like that.
Higher
With us,
risk.
yeah. So with us, the weekly pay terms is how it goes. Um, it's weekly line of credit, but there's no interest on it. Kind of think of
Mhm.
it as a bar tab, essentially. You just got to pay back what you owe. So say, for example, you wanted your payment days to come out on a Friday. Whatever you spend in diesel from that previous Thursday up until that current Wednesday, minus out the discounts, that's what gets taken out on Friday. We
Okay,
try to keep it as
gotcha.
simple as we possibly can for you guys, um, or girls, whoever's listening.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
definitely our most popular card by far, just because of all the different things that you can do with it. If you guys are, hauling out of state, not just staying local, we provide you state by state reporting for your IFTAs. Takes me a whole 30 seconds to get you a report. I have no problem doing that. There's about 30 or 35 different things you can do with the cards, cash advances, oil, additives, windshield wiper fluid, all that stuff that I can go through once
Nice.
the account's set
Nice.
up and everything. Um,
Yeah, see, Johnny didn't explain a lot of this, and I probably just didn't know, wasn't as
mhm,
familiar about it and stuff. But not only that, but you guys, they have, like I said, their own load board, and they offer the invoice factoring at one of the lowest rates out there, from
mhm.
what I understand. And they're going to give you a grade on that load that you're going to be picking up, and the factoring on that. I don't know much about that, but half my, I would say, viewers per month, we get about 120,000 unique, and I would say about half of them are in the logistics or trucking business. We only have, right under 28,000 subscribers, but, as far as our views go, I would say a good 40 to 50% are in the transportation business. So this is definitely, um, good resource. And I know there's a lot of other gas cards and invoice factoring out there. And it doesn't mean you have to just use one. You can leverage and use multiple, as long as you're managing everything correctly. And plus, like Dave said, it helps you build business credit up. So I'm going to show here our strategic landing page that we have with RTS. Um, and if you just want to kind of go through that real quick, as far as the discounts, just the basics of it there, Dave.
Yeah.
There's
So
discounts.
as far like if as far as the Fleet One discounts go, we have obviously our Pilot Flying J network, which is like I said, 1,000 stations. Um, and then we have our regional network where actually we're up to about 2,300 or 2,400 total stations. All those regional locations, the discounts are based off the price of oil. So obviously, everyone in the trucking industry knows what we're going through right now with gas prices and everything. So when oil drops a little bit more, discounts do go higher. When oil's high, discounts do go lower. And the fact of the matter is because stations have to pay for the diesel to be brought to them. If they had to pay more for that, they can't give out discounts as much
Mm,
as we hope they would. But once they start making their margins back, then they're able to provide the truckers, such as you guys, your discounts and whatnot, so you see more money back in your pocket. Um, we do have a customized, we call it a competitor pricing review. So if you are using another fuel card right now, we're able to. We have a whole analytics team that will look at your fueling, and then we'll be able to customize your discounts for Pilot Flying J locations, depending on where you're fueling. Because we start you off at a 12-cent discount a Pilot, and I think everyone knows this. Even I'm not trying to bash Pilot, but them loves TA. At the highest diesel prices out there because realistically they can. They're the top
mhm.
three in the nation. But the fact of the matter is, we want to help you guys save money, so that's why we really like to customize offers. It's all situation by situation, and we try to help you guys out as much as we can, just so you realistically want to help you save money, so you can go out there and make the money, picking up and delivering the loads. So
Right. So kind of just to recap, you guys, I'll have this link in the description below. Just fill out this section here where it's not asking you for full application. Dave or one of his leads, I guess, Derek, one of you guys will get back to whoever fills out this form, right, and find more information about their business, how you guys can better suit them, if you guys are a good match and everything. And they have factoring. They got 2 different fuel cards. They got the load board, trucking software, and like it says here, credit lines up to 2,500 per truck per week. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's with the Titan card. And it's pretty much no credit check, but it's low risk for them because, you're like Dave said, it's getting pulled twice per week on Mondays and Thursdays, which is a little bit better terms than the typical Axe Pilot Flying J card, because that one is typically a 1-day term. With that one, it's literally like, whatever you charge today, they're drawing it tomorrow. So it seems like it's essentially the same card, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a deal you guys have worked out with them. So, there's 2 different cards, like I said, and the Fleet One is underwritten through WEX, but RTS handles it, and it's not guaranteed that it's a hard pull. It could be a soft pull, and depending on your business credit, it could be no hard pull or soft pull. Keep in mind, it is federal regulations that require Social Security numbers. I know there is some other fintech gas cards out there that are not asking for Social Security number. Just because they ask for Social Security number doesn't mean that they're going to do a hard credit check on your credit report. It's actually required by federal law. Some of these other newer ones out there aren't asking for Social Security numbers. I can't tell you guys why they aren't, because from what I understand, and others in this line of work understand, it's required by federal law since the Patriot Act. But real quick, Dave, you guys also offer like the same day funding for factoring and cash advances on loads, right? You guys really try to help even the small guy that maybe just has 1 truck or 2 trucks or whatever, right?
Yeah. So with the factoring, same thing as the fuel situation, though, with the situation by situation, I can't just give you a rate off the bat right now.
Right.
It's all based on volume, whatever you're doing, whether it be 10,000, 30, 50,000 a month. But what separates us a lot from the other factoring companies is a couple things. One is that if you're getting set up with both of our services, you're able to use the RTS Pro app that we provide you to not only look at the fuel discounts, but to upload your invoices for factoring. So you don't have to go back and forth between all these different apps and stuff. And then we have no fees besides the percentage, obviously, for the load. Other than if you really need the money same day, it's a $10 wire fee. Other than that, we'll get you your money next day free of charge.
Nice.
Besides the percentage, obviously. But
right.
And then we're able to, if it's a new broker or something you see on the load board that you haven't worked with before, you're able to broker credit check them, and if they're ABC, they're good to go. If it's not ABC, we're probably not going to factor them, but there's so many brokers out there that we have in our system that are ABC that you realistically shouldn't have a problem finding.
Right. I think that's what Johnny was talking about on the Invoice factoring. You guys already kind of do the due diligence on these brokers and stuff on these loads. So you already can see if, basically a credit check on that broker in a sense. Right.
Yep.
So, all right. So yeah, you guys, just by filling this form out, you can just select one or select all 3 or whatever. And it's just your first name, your last name, company name, email, phone number, and hit contact sales, and it will go to them. And you're not locked into anything by doing that. they will reach out to you and see what options are available for you. And you guys can pretty much take it from there. So there's, obviously no commitment, and, they're the ones that are experts in this business. I think RTS is pretty much a staple name when it comes to especially factoring and load board. I hear that name constantly with a lot of our viewers. So just wanted to give you guys an update about RTS, because I've been hearing a lot of comments like, where's Johnny and this and that. So we just wanted to give you guys that update, and we'll have another video coming up with Derek soon. And if you guys have any questions as well, I'll have Dave's contact information in the link description below. But again, if you just fill out that form, that'll probably be the easiest way, and then he'll get back to you. Say somebody fills that form out today, how long does it usually take you to get back in touch with them?
I try to do it as soon as possible. I'd rather do it that way. Most of the time, even if I am busy, I'll shoot you a quick text and say, hey, received notification from Josh Van Horn. I work with him, and more or less, I'd say about 98% of the time, people reply and go, yep, I'm looking, into your fuel card options, and then we go from there. So
Exactly. Okay, great. You guys keep in mind, if you do get approved, say you get the Titan card or the Fleet One card, it has to be diesel, and you have to use it for it to be reporting, obviously, to the business credit bureaus, and it helps also support the channel. And they can offer so many other things as well. Like I said, the invoice factoring and the load board, and they'll get you on the right track of things. I think with all that being said, that's all. Just check the link in the description below. Again, I'll have that. Just fill it out, and Dave will get back to you. Any final words, Dave?
No, I'm glad, we kind of cleared some air a little bit about some questions. I'm not going anywhere as far as, taking another job or anything. So I'm in this for the long haul. So hopefully looking forward to working with a lot more of your customers, and any current customers that are, watching this video, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll try to help out in any way possible.
Yeah, exactly. He'll get you guys taken care of for sure if you're in the transportation or logistics business. And again, if you're fairly new or you only have one truck, don't let that defer you. They can still help you out, So, all right, you guys take care. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the link in the description below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn all notifications on. If you found this video helpful, please smash the thumbs up. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, you guys take care. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.